Hey, J-Bo Nation! Shaming of Jay. He's not a dopey dumb bitch. He gets laid. The court jester. The court DJ. It's time to dive into the case. To the case.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning. Good morning. I don't know what I did wrong. It doesn't look like we're on Kick. I'll try to fix that for the next stream. My mom and dad just gifted out 5 memberships. Thank you so much, Mom and Dad. The court has to issue a Zoom link. All right, guys, keep an eye out. If anyone sees, before I tell my story, I usually stream these on Law and Crime or Tallahassee Democrat. So if anyone sees that they have this up, please let me know the stream, because I don't see anything live yet, but usually they do it last minute. Oh, my Lanta Flower Goddess says hello from Miami. Already coming in hot with a $20 super chat. Thank you so much. Why don't I hear any sound effects? That's not good. Now the whole thing is not working. Thank you so much, Flower Goddess. Why is there no sound effects? All right. Oh, it's probably because Botrix hasn't woke up yet. All right. So, guys, are you ready for the story about who contacted me regarding this case? Let me just tell you, it started not great, but it ended up better. So, by the way, this hearing is going to start at 10:30. So I won't, as long as there's something streaming it, I won't miss it. Just let me know if anyone sees a feed go up. All right. So, guys, I'm working. Oh, this started off really bad and it ended up okay. So I'm working on Sunday morning on more videos about the Adel scums, and I get a pop up. I got an email, and who is the email from? Ruth Markel, and I'm like, oh my Lanta, what is going on? So I look at the email, and I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'll start out with what the email says. And it starts out, "Hi, Jay. Thank you for following the Dan Markel murder. My family is incredibly grateful for the work that you and others have done to keep the focus on the pursuit of justice and the preservation of Danny's life and legacy." And she goes on to say that she saw, if you guys saw, I had a video about Wendy at the bar mitzvah, and I kind of had her talking, and then it segued to The Rock calling her a bitch. It said, "Shut your mouth, bitch," or whatever. And she said, I feel, a bar mitzvah is a very important rite of passage, and she felt that was inappropriate. So I was like, oh my Lanta. I felt like the pit in my stomach that I felt was I just felt absolutely awful. So within, I don't know how many minutes of that email, I took it down everywhere. I took that video. So if you don't see that video, that's why. I immediately took down the video, and I said, I am so sorry. I would never, ever do anything to disrespect the family, disrespect. So I took it down. By the way, her email was very nice. It wasn't like she was yelling at me. She was just really nice and just explained to me, and I took it down. So I emailed her probably within 5 minutes and said, I took it all down. I'm so sorry. I would never do anything. And this was her response to me, which is not the end of this story. This was her response to me after I told her, and that was this. "Thank you so much. I really appreciate your quick response. Keep shedding light on this horrific situation, Ruth." So you're damn right. I'm going to keep shedding light on this horrific situation. So what I responded to that was, I have a in memoriam video of Dan that I made, if you want to check it out. So I sent it to her, and she said, "This is beautiful." I want to cry. She said, "This is beautiful." And then she said, And I also said, if there's anything I can ever do to help you shed light or do anything, please let me know. So she looked at the video, the in memoriam video for Dan. She said, this is beautiful. And then she said, can I use part of this clip? She's like, I do speaking engagements. Can I use part of this clip at my ceremonies? Can you send me a part of it, or I'll just use your link? And I made her the clip that she wanted. I sent it over to her. She said, this is fantastic. I sent it to the event organizers. So if you go to a Ruth Markel signing or one of her speaking events, it might have part of my in memoriam video. So that was that. It started off really bad because I just felt awful. And then to have her say that just meant a lot. All right, do we see any feeds? Let me just check. Or is it just what is Botrix not up? The chat's not working either. What is going on today? No feeds. Okay. All right, guys, I'm keeping an eye out. I mean, they got to be. I can't imagine they're not going to have this. I mean, I'll tell you this: if anyone ever is, has something to do with a victim and they think I did something wrong, and they ask me and they tell me, I will take that shit down immediately. I will never want to do something to that would make someone feel bad. But if you no, Grandma Gaddy is still in jail. So if you wondering why that video is down, that is why. By the way, I have some folks who think, one in particular who thinks from my latest video that the man who was taking a snoozle was Phil Markel, and it was not. So I'm gonna post a picture later showing Phil Markel talking to that man, so maybe people will believe me that the man who took a snoozle in the closing arguments was not Phil Markel, despite people chirping at me about that. By the way, thank you everyone so much for being here. I don't know what I did wrong, that this is not on Kick, that my sound effects aren't working. It could be maybe it's Botrix. I don't know what's going on. Why are we not seeing anything? This is kind of a bummer. But thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate it. Good morning to everyone. Thank you again to Flower Goddess, who says hello from Miami. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for gifting the memberships. Is Court TV, is there a website covering it? We already saw this.
Anything you have that may pinch me?
Law and Crime is up. Okay, thank you. Is it on a different? Oh, there's me. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you all so much for being here. I got to get better at getting the links directly from the courtroom, but I'm not good at that. Frankly, I don't really know how. Sometimes I know. I'm sure someone's going to be covering this. There's no doubt that there's going to be a feed of this. I mean, right? Thank you all so much for being here. Good morning, everyone. Sorry, if I'm not seeing the chat, I'm just trying to find a live feed. I mean, this has got to be streamed. They've streamed here before. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for being here. I'm sure it's going to, I assume it's going to be streamed. I'll keep checking. We had to do this last time, too.
I still gotta ask. Okay. I still gotta ask regardless. Okay.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks, everyone, for being here. We're going to find this. We'll find this. It'll be on. Oh, Pokemon. Welcome to the Bows. Thank you so much, Pokemon. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you. Good morning, Donnie. What's up, Donnie? Good morning, Steve, Catherine, Jackie, Tina, Jersey Jen, Amber, JJ Sinclair. Sorry, I messed up the kick stream. I don't know what's going on, why this is not working. Tracy Smith, thank you. Watch us, Charlotte. Good morning, Sam. I am. Sheila Duffy. Oh, Katrina Harrington coming in with a $10 super chat. Good morning, Katrina. Heatherington, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Good morning, Amy. Midge. Good morning, Mr. South of Boston. Dizzy, Carrie 28, Mandy, CH, Roberta, Nadia, Midge Ucia 06. All right, guys, I'm still trying to find a feed here. Nothing here. They're waiting too, looks like. All right, well, I don't feel bad that I'm the only one who doesn't know what's going on. Brooklyn, Kiefer, Mary C. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning, Bugs Bunny brother. Thank you, Nancy. Good morning. Good morning, Sweet Lou. Carrie. Good morning. Good morning. Well, this is going to be a bummer if this is not streamed. That's for sure. Good morning, Macaz. Susan B. Womack. Fretzy. Oh, Botrick's finally joined. Hopefully the things will work. Love you, brother. Does anyone have the Zoom link? Is there a Zoom link? Does anyone have it? Because I don't have a Zoom link. Good morning, Karen. So, I mean, is there like a link that I can get to the Zoom? Does anyone know? Good morning, Patsy. Michelle B. Judge Everett has a YouTube page, but he never... WCTV has it? Like their website, WCTV...
Everybody that tomorrow at the local bank they were giving out $100 bills, you'd have a line around.
When you guys say WCTV, do you mean their YouTube? Because, oh, am I on the wrong one? Hey, Society page. Guys, when you say WCTV, are you meaning their website?
Call controversial.
This is ensuring that some agree.
And make sure the Zoom box.
Oh, shit.
I know it's been.
Thank you all for being here, folks. Take care, Donnie.
What's that?
She's on her way, they just pulled her.
Okay.
Thanks, Rashi.
Her sister named that
Well, I was getting a phone call while the,
Understood.
yeah.
Chief Mac on speed dial. For all of the first half of 2020 when Mr. Markel, we're not getting started yet. If you can keep yourself on mute.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. For the first half of 2020, like, this was all we could do in the courtroom. So when we'd have case management, it was a sea of tiles, and it was just nonstop. Yeah, am I on? Have we gotten started? There was a guy who had a cat, and him and the cat were just like wrestling basically on the screen for everyone else's entertainment. It's like, what are we doing?
Good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for being here. I took off the Jerry Seinfeld thing.
Yes.
You won't see it anymore.
The inmates also figured out how to hack some of the digital courtrooms.
Oh, God.
So they were coming in from the pods, just... Well, it helps in some ways, but it's not perfect.
Oh, man.
For those who are coming in late, Ruth Markel emailed me. She asked me to take down, she was super nice. She didn't ask me, actually. She didn't ask me to take down the video, but she said she thought the video with The Rock and the, with Wendy from the bar mitzvah was inappropriate, so I immediately took it down. I let her know. And then she sent me this, which was so kind, and one of the...
Looks like the detention facility is finally joining.
She said, thank you so much. I appreciate your quick response. Keep shedding light on this horrific situation, Ruth. So I took it down. Then I sent her my in memoriam video of Dan. She said it was beautiful, and she asked for a clip of it to use in her speaking events. So I sent it to her.
Good morning, Miss Adelson. Are you capable
Lauren.
of hearing me?
3 months.
All right. In the courtroom with me this morning is your counsel.
Thank you so
and
much.
Also counsel
There's
for
Donna, the
state.
dumb bee.
I'm just going
Thank
to
you,
ask
Lauren.
at this time for all non-parties to this hearing not to speak or interfere with the business of the court. I'll allow the attorneys to make their appearances at this time.
Sarah Catherine Dugan for the state.
Good morning, Dan Rashbaum on behalf of Mrs. Adelson.
I'll allow both parties to provide any update that they wish, but I did have some matters that I wanted to raise also during this hearing today. Ms. Dugan, concerning discovery that's been turned over to the defense, are there any new or additional matters that have yet not been turned over at this point?
Not that I know of. I know that Mr. Rashbaum had an issue receiving something via OneDrive and was going to get a copy of a hard drive today from our office, so it's ongoing.
All right. Mr. Rashbaum, with regard to your review of this discovery, obviously you need to get everything the state needs to turn over, but is your review as such where we're going to need another case management in the next few months, or do you think we're in a position to start talking trial dates?
Judge, I think we'd ask for a case management sooner, maybe in 3 weeks. I think we'll have a better idea then. The state's been working diligently with us on the discovery, but I think we'll have a better idea in the next 3 weeks or so.
Okay. Ms. Adelson, there is a matter that I am going to have to address with you as well concerning conflicts that would be related to your counsel in this representation. I'm going to need to swear you in and take some brief testimony from you.
Oh, shit.
And from there, I'll continue with the
Oh,
attorneys.
shit. We're going
Please
to hear some
raise your right hand
testimony
now.
from Grandma Gotti.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're
Let's
about
see
to
her.
give will be the truth?
Show Grandma Gotti. We want the screen.
You can lower your hand. Ms. Adelson, do you understand under the Constitution you have the right to conflict-free representation?
I do.
As it relates to your current attorney, Mr. Rauschbaum, representing you, you understand that he has certain duties as it relates to his prior representation with your son.
Yes, Your Honor. I understand.
You understand his prior duty of confidence that he must maintain under the rules of professional responsibility in some way could affect your representation.
I do, Your Honor.
And do you also understand in deciding whether or not to waive any conflict concerning this matter, you have the right to obtain independent counsel on that matter?
I do, Your Honor.
Have you been able to discuss with independent counsel whether or not you waive any conflicts as it relates to the prior representation of your son?
I have, Your Honor.
And are you in fact waiving any such conflicts?
I am, Your Honor.
There is a second issue as well as it relates to the rules of professional responsibility for attorneys. There is another prohibition within them that deals with the matter of an attorney possibly being a witness in a case. I do not know if the state would seek to call your attorney as a witness for any matter. However, you understand an attorney cannot be both advocate and witness in the same case.
I understand that, Your Honor.
Do you understand as well if the state attempted to call your attorney for any reason that could materially affect your defense?
I understand.
Do you also understand you have the right to obtain independent counsel to assist you in making the decision as to whether or not you wish to waive this conflict? Or even the potential of conflict, I should say.
Yes, I'm aware of that, Your Honor.
Do you understand
And do
the
you
last
waive
verdict
this
was in
potential conflict
2
as
hours
well?
with lunch?
I do.
Mr. Rauschbaum, do you wish there to be any further inquiry as it would pertain to Lazarlet versus State?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Adelson. That will conclude all testimony that I will need from you today. Does the defense have anything that it wishes to raise this morning?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Dugan, does the state have anything that it wishes to raise?
No, sir.
Very well. So we can settle on another date for case management coming up. You're asking for 3 weeks from now, Mr. Rauschbaum?
That would be great, Your Honor, if you could accommodate that. Or somewhere near that.
Right. I have case management coming up again on February 12th. However, that's my normal case management day. Is this something that we're going to be able to accomplish within the normal time confines, or we're going to need a carved-out date? Ms. Dugan?
I don't expect any issue would take more than 10 or 15 minutes, so I think a regular court day would be fine.
Very well. February 12th at 2:30 in the afternoon. We will schedule the next case management date. Ms. Adelson, once again, you will appear by Zoom, but your counsel will be in the courtroom and you will be able to hear him, obviously in preparation for any court date. Either him or Mr. Morris can visit with you and discuss all pertinent matters. One question that I did have for the defense as well, is there going to be a waiver of speedy trial, or do we know when the 175th day is going to be if we need to start thinking about calendaring a trial?
There's not going to be a waiver yet, Your Honor. I don't know when the 175th day is, but I don't think it's going to be an issue. We're working diligently with the state to try to figure out a trial date.
Right. Ms. Dugan, do you wish to be heard as to that issue?
No, sir.
Very well. With that being said, that covers everything I believe we need to hit for today's hearing. Ms. Adelson, your counsel will be in touch with you to discuss matters before February. I will see you then. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. You too.
And you're the worst.
That
You
brings the
suck,
hearing
Donna.
to a conclusion
I hope your
this
cell is
morning.
freezing.
Have a good day, everyone.
Have a good day, everyone, but the rash. And Donna, I hope your day is terrible. Well, thanks so much, everyone, for being here.
What's that?
Make you laugh this morning?
Go ahead.
That's it. Thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. You spending the time. Oh, look, is that Sanford? Is that Pat Sanford right there? Thank you all so much. We are going to continue our regular scheduled programming, which is the Michelle Troconis trial. Thank you all so much for being here. And thank you all so much for your support. All the folks who have followed me from this case, who have liked my videos, who have shared my videos, who have just on all social media. I can't thank you all enough. It's really been overwhelming. You guys have been amazing. We have this is all about what we want here is justice for Dan, and hopefully we're going to get that soon, and that's going to happen. Grandma Gotti first. Well, we already got Charlie's already done, but Grandma Gotti, Donna Adelson, and then Wendy and Harvey. I can't thank you all enough for your support. You guys are the best. Thank you. Should I just go to it? Is Michelle Troconis on right now, by the way? Look at this guy. Oh, Joanne gifting out a sub to Tashi. Joanne, thank you so much.
Because I'm going to bunk with you, buddy. We're going to be buddies. We're going to be pals. We're going to wrestle around.
On the road, that minimizes damaging or losing the original. Again, the original was evidence. So as I was going through the working copy,
Ladybird, $10. Ladybird, thank you so much as always.
While going through and sharing the copy, I noticed
and then Shannon L gifted a membership to Serene. Thank you so much, Shannon L.
We're going to be pals. We're going to wrestle around.
consistent with Mr. Doulos's.
Thank you all so much for being here.
What vehicle was that?
Oh, Tracy, good to see you.
Do you recall what time that vehicle or a vehicle consistent with a,
Approximately 7:40 p.m.
and after you saw that on the video, what did you do, if anything?
Through reviewing it, kind of monitoring.
Should I end this for the folks who are coming in? The status hearing for Grandma Gotti is over. And now we are watching the Michelle Troconis trial.
It, and as the vehicle had made a U-turn, it was coming back.
Your Honor, I'm going to object to him giving a narration. The video will speak for itself. So the fact that he reviewed it, he logged it in, I assume that she wants to show the video. I'm not objecting to that, but I object to a sort of running sideline play-by-play.
That's fine, Your Honor. It be states 35. I can play that now with.
Thank you. It's sustained.
No objection.
Thank you. I can, sir. I'm going to draw your attention to the screen behind you.
Guys, what I think I'm going to do is when there's a break, go to break, end the stream, and then try to set it up with Kick. I don't know why Kick isn't set up. And then I can go from there. We'll finish this until there's a break, which should be at like 11 or 11:15. Casey Cat, a member for 3 months. Thank you so much, Casey Cat.
Because I'm going to bunk with you, buddy. We're going to be buddies. We're going to be pals. We're going to wrestle around.
Okay, so do you recognize what's depicted on that screen?
Yes, that is an easterly view of Albany Avenue at the front of the Benji's restaurant.
Okay, when you say easterly view, let me just ask you, if somebody was driving away from the screen towards the upper right, is that towards Hartford or away from Hartford?
That would be towards Hartford.
Okay.
Nadia. Thank you so much, Nadia G. Welcome to the Bows. Capri Sun's out. Casey Cat.
Bunk with you, buddy. We're gonna be buddies. We're gonna be pals. We're gonna wrestle around.
Casey Cat gifting out 5 memberships. Thank you so much, Casey Cat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, everyone.
Oops, if I can, I hit the wrong. I apologize, Your Honor. I hit the wrong button.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to stop it there, sir. If you wouldn't mind, Your Honor, may I ask him to go to the screen? Sir, if you can, just on the upper, if you could point on the upper left-hand corner of that video screen, what does that time, is that a timestamp? Is that?
The upper left, the 05/24/2019 is the date and year. Friday, and then 07:40 and 55 seconds p.m.
Now, after you watched this video, sir, did you take any screenshots of the video?
Yes, I did.
And what did you do with those screenshots?
Once I took the screenshots, I'd saved them, printed them out, and I ultimately disseminated it to the Troop G office.
I believe this is States 34. Your Honor, at this time, there are 2 items on States 34 that are for ID only, unless counsel has no objection at this point.
No objection.
34, as of time, also they are moved to States 34. Do you recognize that?
Yes, I do.
And what is it?
That is a screenshot of the Ford Raptor.
Is that the screenshot that you took
Yes, it is.
and disseminated?
Yes, it is.
In picture 4.
This is live, but this is Michelle Troconis right now. We shifted over.
That is another screenshot of the Ford Raptor.
And is that the screenshot that you took
Yes, it is.
and disseminated?
Yes.
I have nothing further. Thank you.
Cross-examination.
Thanks, everyone, for being here. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
At the first break, I'm going to end this stream so there's no confusion.
Detective, you may step down.
And I'm going to go to the previously scheduled and hopefully get Kick set up. I don't know why it's not working. But this will portal us to the Michelle Troconis stream previously set up. I just didn't want to miss anything.
I believe if I can, Josh Quint, please.
Thanks, everyone, for being here. I think they usually break at 11:15. Am I correct in that? Log home. Donna was there. Rewind to the beginning to see Donna.
And you may be seated. Thank you.
Donna's appearance was very short, folks, for those popping in now. Just scroll back to the beginning of this stream. It was a very quick appearance. I won't be removing it. No, it'll stay up. The next appearance is just another status conference. It will not be trial, the next appearance, Amy.
Your Honor.
Kimberly Davis says, just joined your channel a couple days ago. I love how raw and real you are, starting from the beginning of today's live event, so I'm catching up. Kimberly, thank you so much for being here. Welcome. Thank you all for being here. Helen, thank you. Helen, you're the best, Helen. Thank you all so much for being here.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, ma'am.
Kimberly, coming in hot with a $3 super chat. Thank you so much, Kimberly.
Mr. Quint, by whom are you currently employed?
The Connecticut State Police.
And how long have you worked for the Connecticut State Police?
For about 6 months.
For about 6 months? All right, what's your position with the Connecticut State Police?
I currently work
Joe, good to see you, Joe.
for the State Police.
Okay, what is an analyst?
An analyst provides investigative support to
Good morning,
detectives,
Gambies.
Troopers, patrol
Miko.
officers. We just assist with investigations, by whatever means we can, whether that be law enforcement technology or commercial or law enforcement databases.
Are you a sworn police officer?
I am not.
So prior to working for the Connecticut State Police, what did you do?
I worked for the Hartford Police as a crime analyst, and I spent 6 years there.
Particularly where?
At the Hartford Police.
Yeah, it is low. Let me see if my volume booster works. Come on, volume booster.
Police Department.
Yes,
Our
baby.
unit was called C4.
What is C4?
C4 is the Capital City Command Center.
Hence the 4 Cs?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
C4 is explosives.
How long did you work at C4?
For 6 years. About 6 years.
Could you just explain what C4 is?
Oh, we got it.
It's a virtual skating rink outside. We had an ice storm overnight, and still freezing drizzle now. Walking the dog was an adventure.
Oh, man, Casey Cat. Thank you so much for the super chat. And stay safe out there. It is tough with the ice.
Yes. So C4 is a unit which is assigned to the Hartford Police Department. We fall underneath the Vice Intelligence Narcotics Division for the Hartford Police. The room, it's a big room at Jennings Road for the police department. In there's a bunch of TVs, a closed circuit camera system, which belongs to the city of Hartford and the Hartford Police. And then there's a team of analysts and detectives that work in that office collaboratively together to help solve crime.
With respect to all the video screens, what is it showing?
A lot of them are city cameras, so they're on public poles throughout the city.
And is it a continuous or real time?
Yes, the feed is real time.
What areas do the video cameras cover?
They're placed all throughout the city in different places. It's mostly based off of infrastructure and where we could place cameras. And a lot of it is based off of data that we have for where violent crime occurs.
Are the cameras motion activated or continuous?
So the cameras are motion activated. When enough pixels are activated through the camera tells the recording server to record the video stream that it's getting.
And are they retained, the video?
Yes.
For how long are they retained for?
Up to 30 days.
Does C4 also do other things, by the way, besides video surveillance?
We do. So we help provide, like I said before, commercial databases, law enforcement databases, so checks into those databases. In addition to that, phone forensics, video enhancement forensics, and just kind of helping detective solve their crime, whatever it may be.
And with respect to being an analyst, could you briefly describe some of your training and experience that led you to be an analyst?
Yes. So my technical career started on the early side. I worked for Apple for a very short period of time through college where I worked on phones. Following that, I did spend some time in the military where I served as a military police officer. During my time in the military, I attended a crime and criminal intelligence analyst course down at Fort Leonard Wood at the United States Military Police School. Following that, I worked for the Department of Homeland Security and the Department of Defense for the Army.
And in 2019, were you working at C4?
Yes, ma'am.
And what was your position?
I was a crime analyst.
And I'm going to draw your attention specifically to May of 2019, at the end of May. Did C4 go through video surveillance throughout Hartford at the request of law enforcement in the investigation into the disappearance of Jennifer Dulos?
Yes.
Were you part of that assignment?
Yes.
And specifically, what was that assignment?
I was contacted by my supervisor who had asked me to assist the New Canaan Police Department and the State Police with a missing persons case. Specifically, he wanted me to check for video between the hours of 7 and 8 o'clock on the 24th.
Is that 7 and 8 o'clock p.m.?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So how does that work when strike that. Let me ask a foundation question first. How many video cameras are in Hartford that C4 is capable of looking through?
So there's over 1,000 different camera views throughout the city.
So how do you look through it for a particular item or vehicle for a particular time, say 7 to 8 o'clock?
So it can be done manually, where we can scrub through the video and actually look and find manually what we're looking for. There's another option. We have a software program called BriefCam. BriefCam is a video analytic. I don't know if I should continue to explain.
If you can.
Okay.
Thank you.
BriefCam is a video analytic, and the way that it works is it looks at all the different objects that move through the frame, identifies them by what they are, whether it's a pickup truck, a bus, a van, a car, and then it also separates it out by color. So now you could use this program to then go filter and find the different objects that appeared.
And with respect to BriefCam, are you trained in it?
Yes, not formally, but on the job training.
Okay. In fact, did C4 help develop BriefCam?
We worked with the company to help further develop their platform after they let us to start using the program.
Okay. And with respect to was BriefCam something that you used for
yes,
this
on a daily
assignment?
basis. Yeah, yes.
Okay. And for this assignment as
yes.
well? Okay. So what did you do?
So we were given that time frame between 7 and 8 o'clock p.m. to look for, specifically the assignment was to look for a black pickup truck, a black Ford Raptor, a white Jeep, and a black Chevy Suburban, and find something that fit those descriptions.
What day were you given that assignment?
I don't remember the exact day.
Okay. Well, let me ask this. Was it after May 24th?
Yes.
Okay. I'll move on. Now, with respect to the use of BriefCam, was that utilized in the course of this assignment?
Yes.
And as a result of using BriefCam,
for anyone who is just coming into this stream, I'm going to end this at the first break, but if you are looking for the Grandma Gotti Donna Adelson appearance, go back. It was already done. It was very quick. Scroll to the beginning of the stream. I'm going to end this stream at the first break so no one's confused. I just didn't want to miss anything. So if you scroll to the beginning of the stream, you will see Donna Adelson's appearance. It was very quick.
Was a video footage developed during the time of 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock?
Yes.
Okay. If I may just have a moment, Your Honor.
And don't feel bad about asking questions in this chat. We love to help out. Mods are the best in the land, and we'll help you out if you have any questions. Hi, Tyler. Thank you all for being here.
Seats 36, Your Honor. I don't believe there's any objection.
I'm looking at it right now. Let me just have one more moment to make sure.
Running out of which one goes to here?
So I don't know what I did, but now this is not showing full
Edit
screen.
as full.
So hopefully when I restart my stream, it'll be full screen. We did not see Donna log home. It was a Zoom call, but they didn't show her. We heard Donna. We didn't see Donna.
Behind you, please. 6. What are we looking at?
So this is the video management system.
That's
called
true.
Milestone.
Joanne, that's a good
This is where
point.
all of our cameras that
This whole
we live
community,
stream into the PD. This is
Donna says us non-mods are pretty damn good too, and that's the fact, Joanne. Didn't mean to slight anyone. You guys are awesome. We love you too. All the folks that are here. Thank you.
the system that they're stored in. It's where we can export video from and pull up different views and look at the video.
Is this what you would see at C4 in 2019?
Particularly for this case, yes, this would have been the streams that we would hold for that.
Okay. And with respect to, I don't know if you could see it or you need to go up to the screen. If I can, Your Honor, ask him to approach the screen if need be. Each camera viewpoint, I guess the grids, do they contain a separate camera?
Yes.
And with respect to the camera viewpoints that are contained on that screen, what area do they cover?
So each camera, so the top row of these cameras covers the area of Albany and Blue Hills, which is an intersection in Hartford. So there's a pan-tilt zoom camera, and then there's 3 additional fixed cameras or 4 additional fixed cameras that show the intersection around that area. The area of Albany and Garden, which is, these are all just the fixed cameras, and then the area of Albany and Center.
Now, you mentioned fixed cameras versus something else. What's the something else?
The something else is a PTZ, or pan-tilt zoom. That's how it's labeled up there. So it's a camera that we could move around at the PD, but it's also a camera that is of a higher resolution than the other ones.
With respect to, for instance, you said, I believe the first one, Albany and Blue Hills. Would that be that first row?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Which one is the, just going to say the movable camera, if that's okay?
It's the top left.
Okay. And the other 3 would be are in fixed points?
Yes, ma'am.
With respect to the movable camera, was it moved during this time period? Or how are you able to move it around?
So when in a live incident, we're able to actually use the computer program, click into the live view, and then dictate where we would like the camera to be pointed at.
When would you utilize that in a live instance?
So being part of a real-time crime center, we support a lot of shooting investigations that happen in the city. So when there's a shooting that cops may be responding to, we're pulling up these live feeds, moving the cameras to points where cars may be fleeing, where we're able to get a license plate and then develop that further.
Just, would you also utilize it if like the marathon or an event or anything like that?
Yes, Marathon, the Jazz Fest, all sorts of different events in Hartford.
Is that the, that's the real-time portion of it, the real-time crime center for the C4?
Yes.
I just want to clarify, make sure we're on the same page. Now, with respect to Albany and Garden, did that have a movable camera?
It did.
Okay. And is the movable camera displayed here?
It is not.
Okay. And believe you said Albany and Center, or
yes,
is that the other one? Is that a movable camera?
The one that's up here is not.
Okay. Now, I'm going to draw your attention to, this is Albany and Blue Hills. I see the PTZ. Is that what you were talking about, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What is down here? And if you can see for the record, my cursor is highlighting the bottom middle portion of the screen. But what is that?
So that's the timeline. So it shows you the date, the time of the video. That's where it is when you're playing it. The red is motion. And then as the video progresses, the bar will start to slide.
Okay. And by the way, are you able?
Just got a $20 Venmo from Amanda G. It says, being awesome. Amanda, thank you so much.
To, I guess, go back and forth between the viewing of one screen versus back to that main view and go in between?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So start playing. Sir, what's the time that this starts at?
7:29. I don't know what the seconds were because you already started playing it.
Okay. Now, I'm actually going to fast forward a little bit. And, well, while this is playing, sir, what intersection is this?
Albany and Blue Hills.
Now, which road is Albany? If you wouldn't mind standing up and just pointing, if that's okay.
This is Albany here. It runs from east to west.
And there's a road over here on the right. What is this?
That's Adams Street.
Okay, and over here on the left?
I do not know what the name of that street is.
Okay, and over here on this green and yellow awning side, do you know what that is?
Scott's Bakery.
Okay. And is this where the camera is? Is that an intersection?
Yes, it's pointed just past the intersection. The intersection would actually be below the view.
Okay. And if you were traveling, say, up towards the middle of the camera, that way, if you see the cursor going upwards, is that towards Hartford or away from Hartford?
That's away from Hartford.
Okay, so Hartford would be coming towards the bottom portion of the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you utilize brief cam on this camera?
Yes.
And again, what information did you put into brief cam?
So we were given a time frame between 7 and 8 o'clock, specifically to look for a black truck or a black Ford Raptor, a white Jeep.
Was it, well, with respect to the black Ford truck, were you giving the information of a black Ford truck or a black Ford Raptor?
We were given specifically a black Ford Raptor.
Okay. And is this the video that brief cam gave you?
Yes.
So if you...
Guys, I talked about before on prior streams, this footage is like so clear. It's wild. They have like, I heard something on a podcast that they have like in Hartford, these cameras are like $5,000 each camera. Like this system they use is wild.
To go back to that main screen, would it continue the same time frame?
Yes.
Okay. If you can have a seat, sir. Or I'll probably be asking you to get up again. So if I go back to the main screen, the camera view right next to it, is that time now, I paused it at 7:32:05. Is that time picking up at 7:32:05?
Yes, ma'am. It's a continuation.
It's a continuation.
Pat's Cats joining the Bows. Welcome, Pat's Cats. Thank you so much.
We're gonna be buddies. We're gonna be pals. We're gonna wrestle around.
Capri Sun's in the chat. Welcome, Pat's Cats.
And with respect to this camera, if I can, where is this camera located?
So this is the southeast corner, right behind the telephone pole at McDonald's.
Okay. And what road is this vehicle turning down?
This is Milford Street.
Okay. And is this one of those cameras that can be moved?
No.
Okay. Oops, sorry. Now, does Albany Avenue have cameras, or I'm sorry, not Albany Avenue, does C4 have cameras down that street, that Milford Street that was in that direction?
We do not.
Okay, are the only cameras that relate to this along Albany Avenue?
For this incident, yes.
Okay, and is there another camera that picks up that truck?
Yes.
Okay. Now you mentioned the McDonald's, is that?
That is, yep.
Okay, so we're still at the same intersection, sir. Where is the Milford Street that the truck went down?
So it would be on this side of the view.
Okay.
It would continue down that south.
So is there a way?
Veronica asks what the puta emoji is for, and that's because we kind of had a good time when the undercover officer said puta, and then I Googled it to see how Google would translate it, and this is how Google translates puta.
Huda.
And that's why we have that emoji.
In this road right up here?
That's a plaza entrance.
Oh. And last you indicated there was a fourth camera. Here, I'm actually just going to scroll back. Which camera angle is this, sir?
So this is another one of those fixed cameras, and this is northbound. This road here would be Milford Street, and this would be Woodville Avenue.
Attorney Manning, it is now about 11:16. We should probably take our morning recess.
Okay. Yes, Your Honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will take our morning recess and resume at 11:30.
All right, folks. Thank you all so much for being here. So I don't confuse new folks coming in that see this. I don't want to rename the stream because then it's going to take it out of the algorithm for people that want to see the hearing. I'm going to end the stream. The portal should take us to the stream I'm going to do at 11:30, which will be solely this trial. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you all so much thank you, mods. Thank you all so much. So I'm going to set this up. Hopefully Kick but Kick has been down, so I don't know what's going on with Kick. I'm going to end this stream, and I'll probably post an edited stream with just the hearing as a regular video today. And I might do the arrest video too, because I got a lot of people chirping at me that there were a lot of sound effects and stuff, so I might do that too. All right. Good question, Nancy. I'm not sure. Thank you all so much, and I'll catch you at 11:30 on the stream that this should portal us to. If not, look under my lives. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you, mods. Thank you, everybody. Squadooshel.